What's up, this squad? Back with another video. I see in the title was going out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title.
The White House press secretary has called one of these deportation mistakes a quote-unquote clerical error. Well, if it's a clerical error, then bring them back.
Right.
Is this the immigration policy people thought they were voting for?
I don't believe so. So listen, the status quo of doing nothing and allowing just limit.
Let me make sure I heard her right when she just said that. Hold on. Let me go back.
Secretary has called one of these deportation mistakes a quote-unquote clerical error. Well, if it's a clerical error, then bring them back.
Right.
Is this the immigration policy people thought they were voting for?
She said to bring them back.
First of all, the error that you are referring to was a clerical error. It was an administrative error. The administration maintains the position that this individual who was deported to El Salvador and will not be returning to our country was a member of the brutal and vicious MS-13 gang. That is fact number one. Fact number two, we also have credible intelligence proving that this individual was involved in human trafficking. And fact number three, this individual was a member, actually a leader of the brutal MS-13 gang, which this president has designated as a foreign terrorist organization. Fact number four is that foreign terrorists do not have legal protections in the United States of America anymore. And it is within the president's executive authority and power to deport these heinous individuals from American communities. It is a promise he campaigned on. It is a promise he is keeping. And every single person in this room should be grateful for that, considering especially MS-13 is very prevalent and prominent here in the District of Columbia, in Maryland, and in Virginia. And the president, the attorney general, everyone who has been involved in these operations is focused on eradicating these criminals and terrorists from our communities.
Okay, hold that thought.
You just saw the headline from the insane failing Atlantic magazine this morning. You would think this individual was Father of the Year, living in Maryland, living a peaceful life, when that couldn't be further from the truth. They didn't even mention in the title of that article, or even in the first paragraph, that this individual is an illegal criminal who broke our nation's immigration laws. He is a leader in the brutal MS-13 gang, and he is involved in human trafficking, and now MS-13 is a designated foreign terrorist organization. Foreign terrorists have no legal protections in the United States of America, and this administration is going to continue to deport foreign terrorists and illegal criminals from our nation's interior.
I mean, how can you love her? I mean, just think about it. Speaking facts. And then on top of that, y'all know what I love so much. And don't all the people this is not a just because Caroline is black, don't do that on my channel. Not Caroline. See, I messed my name. Kareem. It's the K's. Kareem. KJP. Just because KGP is black and man, listen. When it came to KJP, y'all know what she was doing the whole time. She looked down at the paper. Trying to figure out what she need to say, what lie she about to tell. Caroline, she gonna tell you like it is. And she just told him like it is. Joy just said she wants somebody. Joy literally just said she wants somebody back, bro. And Caroline just named those offenses. This is literally who the View wants back, y'all. That's crazy, bro.
I don't believe so. So listen, the status quo of doing nothing and allowing just limitless undocumented migration to this country was unsustainable. People voted to have the border secured, but then they wanted to primarily deal with people who were undocumented and committed crimes in this country. 80% of Americans support that. This whole table supports that. But there is a key element that is involved here. Due process. You cannot simply look at somebody and say, well, I think they're a criminal, or there may be allegations. We have a system in this country where you would put the people before a judge, they have their day in court to make their case, and on top of that, I would add, they should be returned to their country of origin, not a third-party country that they have no connection to, no relatives in a jail there. Let their home country decide if they're going to be jailed and give them that process. But
listen to what Alyssa's saying, y'all. This is what makes me mad, and I want to make it make sense for y'all too, for the people that and y'all probably gonna agree. She just said, send them to their own country and let them decide. First of all, let's say that you're doing crimes here. You're doing crimes in the United States, right? Send them home to their country, the country that they fled from to come here, right? Illegally. But send them home to that country Let them decide if they get jail time or not. So if they don't get jail time, what they gonna do? Come here illegally. They gonna do anything they can. And I know, Trump is doing this and doing this different ways. I'm telling y'all, why do that? Like, why even risk somebody doing something to another? Like, I find this completely disgusting, bro. Those things that's listed. HT that was listed. That Caroline just said. The things that's listed that these criminals do. Send them back. Let them decide. That just shows you just how disgusting, bro, this show, bro.
Sending them somewhere they've never lived
that's crazy,
is
bro.
honestly horrifying. And if one person slips through the cracks, that's reason enough to pause, shut it down, and decide how you do it the right way.
It's cruel.
Yeah, cruel. Well, the cruelty is, you just said it's cruel, Joy, and the cruelty seems to me to be the point.
Yeah.
And when you ask the question, is this what people voted for? Yeah, I do think so. I think people thought, it's not going to happen to me or mine. That's what I think. It's okay for it to happen to your neighbor.
Bro, that's common sense. If a person was thinking that, then I don't want to call y'all, you feel me, out of your name or nothing like that. But what, bro? You're voting for people that are here. That's what you're voting for. So when Sonny is, man, I'm telling y'all, bro.
It's okay to happen to that other person. But now that it's happening to American citizens, naturalized citizens, people with green cards, people that are legally here, people's sisters, brothers, sister-in-laws, now I think people are thinking, oh, but I didn't.
When are they getting deported? When is people that's legal getting deported? Am I missing something?
Vote for that. I didn't vote for my family to be hurt. And it's a lack of empathy in this country. It
Why
is a
can't
lack
they
of
get them back,
empathy.
though?
Well,
They could.
the
I
thing
think
is,
they could make phone
that
calls.
if the United States has an agreement with, let's say, El Salvador to house people, right? They're paying El Salvadoran prisons to pay people. Then why doesn't the White House say, I want that person back because that was a mistake? Generally, the Supreme Court has found that Congress has to
Who made a mistake?
act and has to sort of make this type of law. And as Alyssa mentioned, this is completely unconstitutional. The minute you get here into the United States, especially if you have legal status, the Constitution applies to you too. And so the fact that this is happening is something that every American citizen should be extremely concerned about. In particular,
Why are they saying that people that are legal, that are U.S. citizens, are getting deported to us? Why are they saying that?
Anna, you're probably going to mention this, but there's the removal of Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia. He's a Salvadorian national who was granted protected status by an immigration judge. He was taken from an IKEA parking lot with his 5-year-old autistic son in the car with him. And he is married to an American citizen, and he is legally protected. He's a legal
So what did they base this
Listen, they apparently have this point system
Kidnapping?
that they.
Oh my. Did Joy just say kidnapping, bro?
And he is legally protected. He's a legal
So what did they base this
Listen, they apparently have this point system that they use where if you have tattoos, if you're wearing a Chicago Bulls hoodie, if things like that is what they are basing.
Y'all know the tattoos that they all have. They showed them on a little documentary that they have. But this is some BS, bro.
On, if you're going to
That
be
is
picking up
insane.
people with tattoos, then Pete Hegseth should be very concerned.
Yeah.
But look,
You know who else?
I think
Madonna and Cher both have tattoos.
no. Listen,
Just
it's,
saying. Brian, do you have one?
No, I don't.
All right.
I'm really glad and grateful that we're talking about this because America cannot get numb to the cruelty that is going on and that is being inflicted on the
cruelty?
Latino
It's terrible.
community specifically by the Trump administration. Look, in my view, these people...
My thing is, why are they acting so surprised of what's going on when Sonny and Alyssa literally basically just said people knew what they were voting for? But now it's the attack and on the Latina community and this, that. Bro, cut all that out, bro. Cut all that out because regardless of the situation, bro, all the campaign that Trump had, everything that people knew what they was voting for at the end of the day. Trump, this is no surprise. This should be no surprise whatsoever. Trump said what he was gonna do, and he doing it. Everything he said he's gonna do, he doing it, bro. Regardless.
Mostly men, the ones that they've sent to El Salvador are men, are props as part of Donald Trump's sick, cruel charade. He built this narrative that there was this gang that was overtaking America, and that he was going to send hardened criminals and rapists, monsters, to this, out of the country, get rid of them. The problem is that finding them, identifying them, is not that easy. So then they're picking up, understand this, they are...
Please go watch that documentary, y'all, and go see the tattoos that they have, the things they're saying. Please go watch and see that. Because I'm literally getting frustrated. I'm getting mad. I'm literally getting mad just for the simple fact, like, they defending people. The crimes that Anna, out of her own mouth. Matter of fact, wasn't they, was this the same gang that was in Colorado, right? Taking people out their home. Like, I'm confused, bro. I'm so confused on why these ladies are defending this mess, man. I'm confused, bro.
Disappearing people. Some of these wives and loved ones are finding out that their husbands, that their brothers are in this jail because they happen to see a video that was put out by the government of El Salvador. Can you imagine the grief, the distress, the sadness, the anxiety of a loved one not knowing where your relative is because they've been picked up off the street while they're with the deaf, autistic 5-year-old?
Y'all heard what she just said? Picked up off the street. Picked up off the street. Doing what, bro? I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, this right here, this disgusting to me.
Up off the street while they're with the deaf, autistic 5-year-old U.S. citizen son, or because they are disappeared from an ICE appointment?
Yeah.
What kind of country is this? America, we cannot let this continue. You have got to stand up. You have got to call your Congress people. You have got to tell them that we will not stand for them.
Man, I tell y'all all the time, these ladies don't care, bro. Like I told y'all in the last video and the last video before that, they're going to go backstage, change it to their little comfortable outfit, get their team together, their manager, their security, all that, hop in their SUV and go anywhere in the world they want to go to, go home, have somebody go shopping for them, have a chef cook for them at home. They millionaires, bro. They don't care about you. People need to understand that. They don't care about none of y'all, bro. They're going to get on here, talk, and say whatever they want to say. How about, oh, yeah. Americans, y'all need to stand up. Y'all need to fight. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. What are they doing? They not doing nothing inside. They getting y'all riled up. They ain't got to do nothing.
84% of Republicans feel that it's wrong. 89% of Democrats.
Well, what? Specify what part is wrong. Because most Americans...
To get, like, the whole thing, a new YouGov poll shows 60% of Americans oppose deporting immigrants without criminal convictions to El Salvador.
60%.
60% of Americans. Only 34% of Republicans go along with that.
The one thing I would just quickly say is there is a distinction, though.
And the crazy thing is they never show the stats. They never show the videos. They showed that picture of that dude. They ain't show nothing else with him. They ain't show anything that went on with that. They don't do nothing but put out fake news, bro. And then when it comes to stats, they read off those little lying cards that they got and then expect everybody to believe it.
Most of this country, 80% support deporting people who committed crimes that were adjudicated for and had their day in court. Support deporting people who committed crimes.
Hold on, go back.
To El Salvador.
60%.
60% of Americans. Only 34% of Republicans go along with that.
The one thing I would just quickly say is there is a distinction, though. Most of this country, 80% support deporting people who committed crimes that were adjudicated for and had their day in court. That is the difference.
80%, I have seen that. 80% support people, definitely going to El Salvador or, getting deported. I did see that though. What Joy talking about, I have not seen anywhere. So I don't know. It may be somewhere I haven't seen anywhere though.
Here though, is some of these people did not get their day in court. We don't actually have evidence that the White House has shown that they've committed crimes or have gang affiliations.
And that's Alyssa, you hit on the right point.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, if you look at the statistics, immigrants commit far less crime than American citizens.
Yes.
Far less crimes. The number is in the single digits. So as Anna said,
and it's not only
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be on here. I'm supposed to be talking to y'all. But this stuff right here literally irks my nerves, bro. You mean to tell me, bro, that Sonny is sitting here defending criminal? First of all, like said, regardless, she sounds so ignorant, bro. Regardless, like Caroline said, like Trump has said, but like anybody, you know, come here illegally, it's a crime. It's illegal. It's illegal off bat. So you mean to tell me? First of all, let's go past that. Say you know that more, you know, Americans, you know, you trying to get things together, this, that, and the other. You know, the crime rate is up, this, that, but you have immigrants adding on to it. So make that make sense. That's what I'm trying to. So you'll rather have a country of just, bro, I'm trying to piece everything together, bro. It's not hard to have common sense. And I feel like these ladies just don't have it. They don't have it together. Especially Sonny Hostin. She doesn't have it together. Sounds so ignorant. And I'm trying to be nice, bro. Cause I could say some things, and I say it off camera. I can't say it on here, but I'm telling y'all, bro. That is very, like, listen what she said. Y'all hear what she just said?
You look at the statistics, immigrants commit far less crime than American citizens.
Yes.
Far less crimes. The number.
That just goes to show you, bro. They don't care about Americans, bro. And then the audience is clapping. Y'all clapping for. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love y'all. It's 2:30 in the morning right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. They ain't about to get me riled up, because that's exactly what's about to happen. Because of Sonny Hostin ignorance. Make sure I hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Let me know y'all comments, thoughts down below on this. Catch y'all next one.